It's fun. It's the same thing that it's been the last 4 years that I've been here. I'm just responsible for a lot more than I was over the last 4 years. We're excited. We are. We've been waiting and preparing for this for a long time, and we're anxious, and we're ready.
For you personally, it's been a long coaching career. To step in tonight as the head coach of a Division I football team for the first time, is that kind of a surreal feeling for you?
I've never really allowed it to go to that place. We get to do what we love to do. I don't want to be cliche-ish. I'm staying in the moment, but the things that I've been through in my life and our family, that's kind of where my life has been for a long time. So I never really looked at it from that standpoint. It's a lot of fun. We're getting a chance to do something that we truly love to do. We get to coach a game that we love and be around young men and do all the things for them and watch them compete and go see our product on the field. And it's a lot of fun.
Do you think it hits you on September 2nd when you're standing across from Dan Mullen on national TV?
It's another game and another opportunity. That's the fun part. I mean, and we've talked to, and I personally have talked to our young men about this. It's one of the things that makes football unique. One of many things, but no other sport do you prepare so much with so few opportunities to play. So surreal, nervous, what? No, that's the fun time. That's the time to go compete. And challenges are challenges. I mean, I was blessed to be a part of a program in Charlie Taft and Citadel. We were part of 6 straight Division 1A wins. And I was part of one under Mike Ayers at East Tennessee State. We went into Raleigh and beat NC State. So, am I sitting here making a prediction? No, but I mean, that's the fun time to compete. Go match up. A lot of these kids and dreams of playing in the SEC or playing at big-time BCS programs. That's your opportunity. So let's go enjoy the moment and not be frozen by it. Well, we have 2 young men returning that have played significant snaps in meaningful games, and we have a great deal of youth. We did sign a young man in Daniel Lindsay that is a junior college transfer that we actually recruited and had a history with out of high school. That is another older young man. But ask me in about a week and a half, and I'll give you a more accurate answer as a group. But we feel very good about Ronnie Harris, and we feel very good about Shannon Hamilton. Those 2 young men played a bunch of snaps in Tallahassee last year against Florida State. So, we'll see. Time will tell. We know the questions that we have to answer. We got to replace young men, played a ton of football on the back end defensively, and we are replacing a ton of production offensively in our offensive backfield. Everywhere else, we're pretty daggone good shape. We're not answering questions that other people don't have to answer. We're just doing it and replacing young men that have been incredibly productive. So 2 years ago, everybody was wondering about Mike Holloway and Darius Hammond and Ben Robinson when Christian Reyes graduated. So we've been in this place before. Those young men met and exceeded expectations. We feel like we've recruited well.
Do you feel like your staff is similar, or do you feel like it's quite different than the staff that Jamie had assembled the last couple of years?
Oh, I don't think how you can help that it's different just because there's different people. outside of Malcolm Dixon, we're completely new. We've got one coach that actually went through spring besides myself on the offensive side of the ball. So, I only know the way to answer that with the obvious, truthful answer. We're different. I believe that we've got good teachers. And when you have young men that are motivated and have an expectation to win, and you've got good teachers and mentors, then you have an opportunity for good results.
Is Shane at where you want him to be at right now?
In preparation for this season, given what he had an opportunity to experience a year ago, yes. We're taking these things to the next stages with him, and London Johnson, and Robert Mitchell. We're blessed there. We've got 3 quarterbacks, all who had to play meaningful snaps, productive snaps, in games that they're all meaningful. Every single one of them, whether it's a conference opponent or a non-conference opponent, on the national stage in terms of your total record. We're everybody in FCS that I know of. They're vying for a conference championship, an opportunity to be part of the top 8 in the country, and get an automatic bid, and make sure that first game that you play is at home. So, our first mission right now is to get better today, and then when the time comes for us to prepare for Mississippi State, roughly 10 days out, then we'll start preparing for Mississippi. I mean, we as a staff have already done our preparation, but in terms of translating that to the young men in a game plan.
No more 2-a-days. How does that, if at all, change the way you structure a fall camp?
Well, by necessity, we get an opportunity to have a walkthrough before every practice, the first week at night, because summer session 2 is still going on. We get a rehearsal before every practice. From that standpoint, I think it will more than likely translate to productivity and teaching. We can slow things down in a walkthrough atmosphere, and we can do some very specific teaching without the threat of a double session. Now, what do you lose? You lose, and I'm of the age, because of my age, that I understand and believe in the merits of 2-a-days. This is where the NCAA has gone, for their reasoning. It's adjustment. It's a lot less taxing on the kids, every kid in America, but it's fair. It's a level playing field because everybody's having to do it. It's not as though one program or these programs are getting a leg up and getting more practices. We had the opportunity to bring our young men in on the 26th of July. That would have meant 2 weeks involving summer session 2, and it would have meant other young men being here and practicing for 38 days prior to their first game. That was a little excessive in my mind. So that's the reason we came in when we came in.
We're very excited. I feel like it's been a long time coming, just with this new staff. So we're pretty interested to get everything started.
How different is it in the post-Jamie era?
It's not different. We're the same team. We have the same goals as a national champion.
Can you talk about the developing relationship with the coaching staff? It's a whole new defensive staff, a new guy calling the plays. How difficult is that, or was the spring helpful in that regard?
The spring was really helpful. It is different with a different coach and everything else, but we welcomed him with open arms, and he was easy fit right with us.
Obviously, Jamie and Mark have very different personalities, but they are, Mark was Jamie's coach. Are there a lot of similarities, or is it a very different feeling from the top?
I would say it's a different feeling from the top. No coach is the exact same. Mark is more schedule strict, but I'm so sorry. But I would say it's good. It's a good transition.
How much more juice is there to the start of practice when you know Mississippi State is right off the rip? Last year, obviously, you came out in Fargo and played pretty darn well in that opener. How important is it to, I guess you saw what a good camp can do in an opening game?
I think it's the same hype. We're hyped for every game, but this is a very big game. It's a big stage, and we go into it thinking that we're going to win. And I feel like we can win if we have a good camp and we practice as hard as we can, as always.
Solomon, the defense is the most experienced part of the team. They lost a lot of running backs. They're young at quarterback, a couple of new offensive linemen. How important is it for the defense to be what this defense is capable of, especially early while the young guys on offense kind of get their feet wet?
I think it's very important, but I think we're going to step up to the plate. We definitely need to give them the encouragement when they are getting into the new swing of things as his first game, and we just need to be the backbone of the team, especially early on.
How about the scheme defensively? What's different from what Chad did, and what makes it different for your position and what you do?
It's not much different for me. I feel like I'm be moving around a little more on the line of scrimmage, but it's a lot simpler. We don't have nearly as many plays, but I mean, simpler is better in this standpoint.
Have a guy like Anthony back. How does that help you guys?
Can you say that again?
Anthony, having
Oh.
him back, how does that help? Just consistency, having a familiar face there.
It's really helpful. Just like I said, I mean, we kind of been here from the beginning. I know exactly how he's going to play, and he knows how I'm going to play. So we kind of just work off each other just like that.
It's really exciting. It's been a long time coming, a lot of changes. So finally getting out here, being able to get on the field, run around with the guys is pretty nice.
How different is it? I mean, Mark Tucker and Jamie Chadwell, obviously they have their history together, but they're pretty different dudes. I mean, how different is the culture right now?
Not too different in my opinion. I think we're trying to keep the culture the same. Just stay committed to the standard. It's kind of about it. I mean, it's different on little things, but not too much.
Offensive line-wise, you and Jackson being the two veterans and then kind of working some new guys in, obviously losing Eric. What's going to be some of the things to watch during camp for you guys as a group?
Probably just the younger guys stepping up, seeing who's going to come around, who's really going to, take the lead and be ready to go come September 2nd.
Does September 2nd, does the Starkville kind of feel like Fargo, knowing that like you're opening with that a statement game? You can show up and make a statement on day one. Does it give a little extra juice to practice?
Definitely. I think every game we'd have the same juice, but then being a bigger school, bigger crowd, it's definitely exciting coming out here knowing you're going to have a big game, your first game.
Obviously, you got some new faces toting the ball behind you guys. How different is that? Is that getting used to getting on the same page, building chemistry with the guys?
Definitely some getting used to. I thought I'd turn around today and see Darius Hammond or Mike Holloway, Ben Robinson, but I think they'll be able to fulfill what they left behind. I'm excited to see what's in store for our running backs.
How important was getting Shane the work that he got last year? I mean, having guys that have taken snaps, how important is that for you?
Very, very important. I think there's going to be a lot of competition for our quarterbacks, but him having that experience, we know he'll be ready to go, and he knows that he can count on us.